What's good, everyone? This is Victor Cologne. Today we are going to be reviewing an awesome perfume in any ways. We're talking about the Dior Sauvage. Let's do a quick unboxing of it first. It's not like I haven't unboxed it yet. So, whoa, bro. This is on a whole other level, I tell you. But before we get into it, let me just tell you a quick history of the brand of Dior, just to get you comfortable with, the brand itself, to know what happened. So, Dior was founded by Christian Dior back in 1946 in Paris, France. What happened then? He created the brand in order to revolutionize women's style and clothing in general. So, at the beginnings, this brand wasn't meant to be for men. A few years later, though, the industry moved so that Dior is now available for men as well. And since then, the brand grew, so that now it's one of the most valuable firms in the whole world in terms of fashion. That's quite, a short history of Dior, just so you can get the point. Now we're turning to the perfume. So this right there is the Dior Sauvage 60 milliliter eau de toilette version of it. This smells majestic in every single way. I got so many pros for this perfume, and I think the one and only contra for this perfume would be that it's so common that almost every guy on earth has it. And I'm not just exaggerating right now. I think this is true. This is true numbers. This perfume is so good that a lot of guys already own it. That is the truth, Let's just put some on me. Yeah, the air is now changing, I can feel the scent in the air just moving forward and forward. It's such a cool, feeling. So, first of all, let's just take a look at the presentation of it. So we got a nice black, material that is used. We got a magnetic cap that automatically attaches to the point. That's really cool because you feel that what you bought right there is completely premium. So that's something Dior actually is really good to, and I think a lot of other fashion firms should keep an eye on them and get inspired by them, because Dior actually makes everything look very luxurious, very extravagant, and in a very good way, of course. So just to show you, you got your Sauvage written in there. If you got the Eau de Parfum or Parfum and even the Elixir, it will be appeared in there, but this is the Eau de Toilette, as I told you. I'm going to tell you in the following minutes why did I choose the Eau de Toilette over the other versions of it. You got the Dior written in there, and nothing there. You got your CD, which stands for Christian Dior, on the cap, and at the bottom of it you got another CD, Christian Dior, along with some, necessary details made by Dior, Paris, France, Eau de Toilette, 60 ml. You got the point. Now let me show you something really cool about the cap, about that CD. You see that the CD is written right there. If I flip it over, the same CD appears. So that's kind of cool. It's kind of a, innovative fidget right there. You could just, it feels so soft, it feels so clean. It's such a nice experience having something from Dior. As I told you before, a lot of companies should just get inspired by them in this way. Now, let me tell you some facts about this fragrance and about my experience with it, actually, in general. So I got this fragrance 2 months ago, and as I told you before, you could actually just smell it in the air when you just apply it. I mean, this thing actually lasts at least 10 hours on my skin. At least 10 hours. There were days when I got 11 hours of it, even 12. It depends, but it is extremely powerful. And keep in mind that this is the eau de toilette. This is the eau de toilette, and it's that powerful. I'm not even exaggerating with you guys. I'm just telling the truth. This is a very powerful fragrance. Now, in terms of projection, I get around 3 hours of very good projection with it. I mean, in those 3 hours when you just applied it and you're walking past someone, they'll just notice you wearing this fragrance. They'll just, even ask you, what fragrance are you wearing? And of course, you are going to respond with Dior Sauvage because you're not afraid of recognizing that you wear this very cool fragrance. And as I told you, my personal experience with it, I had some when I was at a party 2 weeks ago. I decided to wear Dior Sauvage, just because it's so fresh, clean, sexy. It's something you need in this kind of situations. And a girl noticed me wearing smelling like that, and came to me and said, "Bro, you smell fantastic. What fragrance are you wearing?" And I told her, "Dior Sauvage. What's the matter with it? I really like this fragrance a lot." And we just kept talking. We exchanged numbers. We exchanged Instagram accounts, and now she's my girlfriend. Yeah, that's crazy. But that's how a fragrance can actually influence, just inflate your life. Just make your life being based on a fragrance. That's really cool about it. Um, what did I want to tell you about it? Why did I go with the eau de toilette? That's a really simple response. I tried all the other Sauvages out there. I tried the eau de parfum, and elixir. The eau de parfum and parfum are kind of similar to each other. They are a lot sweeter than this one. At least that was my perception at the time. And they're not as long lasting as this one. When I was in the Dior showroom and just sprayed the eau de toilette, the eau de parfum here and the parfum here, I just noticed that they are weaker in terms of performance and longevity than the eau de toilette. I know this is crazy because the eau de toilette has the lowest consistency out of all Sauvages, but it is long lasting. It is more long lasting. Sorry. So you might be wondering, what is that guy right there? I'm just going to answer to that question. This is the Dior Sauvage. I can consider this a relative of the Sauvage because they're very different in a lot of ways. But I can say that this is one of Dior's oldest fragrances. This original formula for this fragrance was made in 1966 and was one of Alain Delon's most appreciated fragrances at the time. He really liked it a lot and he wore it. This perfume was his image, was his representation, And smelling it right now, I can feel the lemon in it. It's like a top note. And what can I tell you about it? There are a lot of things that are just not related, Even though this is one of Dior's oldest perfumes, we've come a long way till 2015 when this dropped to say a lot of things changed. I just wanted to show you that because this is called Eau Sauvage, so it's kind of the older relative of the Sauvage. Now let's put it back because this is not a topic of our discussion. We are going to discuss about this in a further episode. It doesn't matter. It's still a really good perfume. I really recommend it to buy it. Let's put it back. Alright. Now, as I told you, this is a complete compliment gather. You can't go wrong with this one. But there is something I still haven't told you. This is one of the few fragrances out there that are good in all all circumstances. Yes, you heard me right. You heard me right. You can wear this in a formal situation when you're going to school, work, doesn't matter, something professional. You can be professional with this one. But you can also be the party master. You can also wear this to a party. You can also wear this when you go to a club. It is going to have a big impact on your presentation, on the way you feel, because this fragrance is so special that, as I told you, you can wear it anywhere and in any circumstance you want. It's it's a compliment getter, as I told you, long lasting, and cheap. Is the cheapest one out there. If I were to make a recommendation for you guys, I totally recommend you to buy the 200 ml Eau de Toilette version of it, because the Eau de Toilette is the cheapest and you get a higher bottle in terms of quantity, and you get the premium experience. You get that freshness, you get that long lasting thing. You heard me. There are a lot of advantages in buying this boy right there. So that's why I made this video, in order to tell you that even though it's overused by everyone on this planet, you should still get it, because it is overused with a reason. That reason is that it is so good, every guy should own it. That's what I wanted to tell you. That's my message to you guys. Buy this one. You can't go wrong with it. It is so good that you just can't miss the opportunity of having this in your own collection. Thank you guys for watching me. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share it with whoever you want. The next video is going to be based of this dude. I'm going to review it. His relative, his older relative. And I'll catch you in the next one. Have a nice day.